What's up, guys? I'm Tech, and this is Kojak, and we found a trailer for a new movie coming out called Miles Ahead, which is a biopic on Miles Davis. We're going to take a look at it and then just talk a little bit about the movie coming out and who Miles Davis is for those of you who might not even know who he is.
Yeah.
So we're going to
might be a few of you.
Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah. So we'll take a look. I mean, there's definitely people who know Skrillex over Miles Davis. So maybe we'll let you know something.
What world is this?
This world for sure.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna take a look and see what it looks like. Here we go.
All right. Okay.
It's clearly rated R.
Right.
If you're gonna tell a story, come with some attitude, man.
Miles Davis.
McGregor.
Dave Braden, Rolling Stone magazine. I'm here to do your comeback story.
Okay, move back a little bit. Don't send people to my house.
You have new material.
My material. My session tape.
You're under contract here. We actually own that tape.
Miles, you own? How much money you got on you? Okay, you about 19,000 light, but that's a start. Go to New York, met some cats, made some music.
Studied piano too, huh?
Nah, just woke up black, knew how to play.
You're black?
This damn music. It's all about improvisation. Francis, I'm gonna send a plane to pick you up. I need you. I love you. Somebody stole my tape.
What?
You call him right now, tell him you're coming over.
Can't take y'all over there, man. He'll kill me.
You don't do what I say, I'm gonna kill you. Takes a long time to be able to play like
This is
yourself.
gorgeous looking.
I gave up everything for you, Miles. I deserve better than this.
Hey, hold it, buddy, hold it.
Okay.
Take it.
You're looking at it. You trying to piss me off, man?
You don't know what the word loose means, do you, Miles?
Give my music back. Go.
This is madness. I am not dying over this jazz tape.
Don't call it jazz, man. That's some made-up word. It's social music.
Nice.
Wow.
Did you catch the panda in like the World Wildlife Federation panda in the background on the spray painted on the cement? That was random. I felt like I had to clear my throat the whole time.
Right? Yeah, he's definitely talking. But that's like the quintessential smoke too many cigarettes, hang out in a jazz club, do too many drugs, voice. That's what you do.
I don't know. I didn't know how I felt about this initially when you were telling me to watch this, but
I mean, I hadn't seen it. I just said that I wanted to watch it with you.
I was like, I don't know how a movie like this is going to be, but that looks great.
It looks really good. And we neither of us had seen this before.
No.
I just was like, they're making a Miles Davis movie. We got to watch this and react to it. Basically, if you don't know who Miles Davis is, I mean, obviously that gave you a little bit of a glimpse, but Miles Davis has been not just a part of the major points of jazz music changing, but he's literally like created the jazz movements that changed. Like he's done so many things for jazz music and American music in general that it's insane. And it spans like, you know, all the way into I mean, he was doing stuff in the 70s. He was doing stuff that was like Bitches Brew is a huge session thing that was literally like, it's like 10 albums long, something like that. And it's just
really?
Yeah, and it's just like a free jazz session thing that's crazy.
And you definitely know more about that than I do.
He's just super influential just in music in general, whether or not you play trumpet, whether or not you play jazz. Like everyone who, you know, knows music and plays music has heard of him in some capacity for the most part.
Yeah.
And Don Cheadle has directed this and has never directed anything before.
Helped write it.
Yeah, he co-wrote
it.
Yeah. So
and that's great.
And
he is a great actor.
And he's a great actor.
Yeah.
We've seen him in so many really, really good things. So
Like all of the Ocean's movies.
Well, particularly, I mean, we first saw him. He first started showing up where we're like, whoa, who is this guy? And things like Boogie Nights, where he had these small roles, but you were like, who is that guy? He's so good. And then Hotel Rwanda, he got nominated for an Academy Award for that, and he didn't win. But
I wonder why.
Right?
Yeah.
well deserved nomination for sure.
Yeah.
But also, in this situation, it's it's tough to direct. It's tough to direct while starring in it,
right?
And it's pretty ambitious. But it seems.
Look what happened to Mel Gibson.
He
went crazy.
Yeah, exactly. But other people have done it. I mean, Clint Eastwood's done it. A lot of people have done it and had major success. So I'm excited to see.
And there's a few people who've done it, and you've never heard from them again.
But also to give you an idea of how huge and influential Miles Davis is, I'm a really big Prince fan, and I read his biography. And Prince wanted to play with Miles Davis. He wanted to do something, and Prince doesn't ask you to do something.
Did he end up?
So, he did.
Okay.
They recorded some stuff, and he actually wrote. This is how he asked Miles Davis. He wrote a song called "I Want to Play with You," and sent it to him. And they actually never were in the studio together.
Really?
He would record and send it to Miles Davis, and Miles Davis would add stuff and send it back to him. According to the biography I read, whether or not it's incredibly accurate, I could be wrong, but according to the biography I read, that's the case. So you're talking about Prince, who everybody knows, this prolific musician who's done all this stuff, going, I want to do stuff with you. Think about how big Miles Davis is now. You know what I mean?
Right.
How influential he is.
Yeah.
I
mean, who knows what they have in Prince's vault of music?
Exactly. And apparently Miles Davis had a ton of stuff that he played and recorded too that never really got leaked out. So,
do you think it will ever?
I don't know.
Do you think we'll ever see that?
I don't know. I know that it's hard to say, because maybe we'll find out if there's reasons why not, and if things got destroyed. I mean, clearly there's car chase gun shooting over some recordings, so maybe that's why some of the stuff never actually got out there. But I don't know. I don't know too much about Miles Davis's life. I know more about his music, so I hope it's accurate. Once we see the movie, we'll have to see how actually accurate it is.
We're just gonna have to have a listening party now.
Yeah,
just gotta put on some stuff, because it's been a long time since I've listened to even jazz, let alone Miles Davis, and I think it'd be fun to go back and just kind of see where Skrillex came from.
Well,
basically where everything kind of started taking turns.
Well, to get everyone started, if you're interested in hearing what Miles Davis does, there's 2 albums that he made. There's obviously more that are quintessential albums, but there's 2 albums he made that are they're in the tops of every single jazz list you'll ever see.
Okay.
And one's called Kinda Blue, and the other one's called The Birth of Cool. And they are both unbelievable. They're just fantastic pieces of music, and it'll just give you some insight before you see this movie. And I think you should check it out, because I'm really interested in checking it out. And when it comes out and we all watch it, maybe we can all chat about it.
Yeah.
And
random question for you.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember, Buddy Rich, the drummer, right?
Yep.
Did they ever do anything together? Because at one point they were both alive at the same time.
Yes, at one point they were.
Yeah.
But
do you know this?
I don't. As far
I'm gonna
as
have to search this now.
I don't. That
would be insane.
As far as I know, I don't think they did, because Buddy Rich, for the most part, was playing in bigger bands. He had a big band. And Miles Davis was. He's very famous for having the Miles Davis Quintet and things of that sort.
Yeah.
So, and
I don't know how much they that world collab together with the kings of jazz and big band and stuff like that. That kind of how much crossovers
he's played with
having those two and BB King playing together and stuff like that would just take over the world.
Well, he's played with the Miles Davis's quintet. Every single person in the quintet went on to go and have their own band.
Huh.
Every single one of them. Wow. And one of them, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't learned about jazz and all that stuff in a really long time, but this story I believe is true. John Coltrane, who you've heard,
Okay, yeah.
played saxophone.
Yes.
In Miles Davis's band. When he was brought in, he was like 17 years old playing the saxophone.
Wow.
And he was playing in a way that no one had ever played before, where every single time a chord changed, he played every single note in the chord in combinations, and so that every single note was actually perfect. There were no notes that weren't in the chord.
Oh, that's cool.
The rest of the band said to Miles Davis, like, what the hell are you doing bringing in this 17-year-old kid or 16-year-old kid, however old he was?
Yeah.
And like, what are you bringing him in? He doesn't know how to play, because he was doing this thing no one had ever done before. And Miles Davis looked at him and was like, you don't hear it? He's like, don't tell me what to do. If you can't hear it, then you got a problem. But he was just like, if you can't tell how amazing this kid is, then you're crazy. And John Coltrane ended up being one of the jazz greats too.
Yeah.
You know, just because someone like Miles Davis gave him a chance and understood something so unique.
Yeah.
And embraced it. So it's pretty cool. I mean, like, I definitely like jazz. I like any music, and as you do, we have lots of different tastes in music. I'm really excited about this, just because there was a point in my life where I was listening to jazz like crazy, like lots of it, like a while back, and
that was high school for me.
Yeah,
like back in jazz band, studying that and like trying to learn how to do the things that they were doing is when I was into that. And
it's crazy how you have to study what they were doing, but like when people started making jazz, they were just playing out of feel.
Yeah.
And so now we have to
have a thing to replicate, so we have to study
So we have to study it when they were just like feeling it out.
This is just it.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So there is one thing that's going to happen, and that like the soundtrack, I'm sure, is going to be fantastic.
I wonder if Cheadle learned to play the trumpet.
He's a really good actor. There's a chance.
Or if maybe he knew, and that has always been something he's.
I mean, that's obviously his real Jerry curl.
On that note.
Yeah, on that note, if you guys want to see more videos of us making fun of critics, doing more reactions, playing some video games, you can click right up there and check it out. And of course, hit the like button and slap that subscribe button so you can see more from us every single week. And until we see you guys next time, geek out and game on.